Hi, everybody. Suzy Woo here, and I am, well, you know me, I'm always excited, but I am especially excited today because it is a magical day, like no other day we will ever experience in our lifetimes. Today, we have the ancient ruler of Pisces, Jupiter, and the modern ruler of Pisces, Neptune, holding hands in the sky. And to add to the party is Jupiter. It's Venus, goddess of love and beauty, aesthetically pleasing things, art. All of these things together is a magical, mystical energy like nothing other. And so while the main two, the bigger ones, Jupiter and Neptune, are together, today it's exact. So we've been under this influence for couple of weeks, and we're going to be under it for a couple more weeks. But this also, excuse me, at the same time has like kicked off a 13-year cycle. So we have this backdrop of the big Jupiter Saturn 20-year cycle in Aquarius, which is the people and trends and a generational beginning with the backdrop. And now we also have a 13-year pattern of love and compassion. So I was driving here today and a car passed by actually on the street that I live. And just the sentiment said, peace be with you. So I don't know if that person maybe just came from church or did something really good, but it was emanating from that person's vehicle and it just went right into me. So like my sensitivities are, they're just through the roof. And I super love it. So the synchronicities, like that might be one of the big ways that you recognize as synchronicities, seeing 1111, 111, or any repeating numbers, or even numbers progressing like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all symbolic. So what you can do is you can Google spiritual meaning of 1, 2, 3, 4, or even angel numbers. Somebody recently asked about angel numbers. So you can Google angel numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and read all about it. That's what's going on right now. So I wouldn't, like, my way of saying it would be, it's hot and heavy, but it's very light. It's the opposite of heavy. It's very, very beautiful and whimsical and lighthearted, and really the big word is compassion. So the best thing you can do is forgive everybody who has ever wronged you. And stop carrying the luggage of the memories of the heaviness of every time somebody hurt you, or when things didn't go your way, or somebody else got the job that you really wanted, or somebody stole your boyfriend or girlfriend, or any of those kinds of things. This is the day to forgive. And isn't it crazy that Easter's right around the corner if you practice that religion? But all of these things, like, there are no coincidences. All of these things are lined up, just like all the planets lining up. This is big. And so while we're having all of these atrocities happening out in the world, it's a necessary evil because it's creating a surge of what? Compassion. Compassion. Look at all the hearts pouring open for what's going on in the Ukraine. For example, because that's the biggest thing in the news right now, which I definitely avoid. But it doesn't mean you become ignorant, right? So there's a happy medium. You've got to be able to live your life and be your best. But if you've got to really watch what you consume. So if you're consuming media, okay, you got to know that the media has to deliver what they're being paid to deliver in the format that they want it delivered. So there are human beings up at the top that kind of have very dark souls, and they want to keep people in a state of fear. And so to do that, they're going to consistently, as soon as you turn on the news, you expect to hear bad things. So it's very, very, if you put a percentage on the news, there might be 2 to 5% of good news to 95 to 98% of things that put you in a state of fear. And then also look what's on in between the shows. Attorneys, medical commercials. Oh my God, making you think that you're sick and you're dying and you need this medicine and that. No. You've got to not consume that stuff. Because what happens is it consumes you. And then you're in a state of fear and distrust and panic. And when that happens, guess what gets compromised? Your immunity. See, it's all interlaced. And so all I'm asking you to do today, turn off the media. Turn off what is massively produced. Don't go to Walmart today. Don't go to big box retailers today. Forgive who has wronged you and learn not to take things personally. So if somebody like me, well, no, I wouldn't say anything negative to somebody, but not in my new life, the old me, I was in a dark place. I was angry at the world. I was in a victimhood mentality and pointing my finger at my ex mainly, and anything that ever went wrong. And what does that get you? It makes you feel empowered for the wrong reasons and in the wrong way. You want to be empowered in your heart. You don't need to be empowered up in your head, because the head, when it gets all full of power, that's an overdriven ego, and you can't have too much love. So when you have abundance in your heart, that is going to bleed into other areas of your life. There's no way that it can not. So peace in your heart, peace within is going to be peace without. You want to glow from within so that you can have a glowing world without. Does that make sense? So that's my message of the day. It is a beautiful, magical day. So pay attention to your dreams. Notice what's coming through. Keep a dream journal. Create a vision board at this time. Let go of the hooks of energy from every single circumstance and person that has ever made you feel angry, threatened, or less than. You are perfect the way you are right in this moment. You are love itself. You are love itself. So you don't want to be holding something over somebody else's head that they did 2, 5, 10, 20 years ago. Okay? Let it go. Time here is limited. Let it go. Let yourself fill up with beautiful, loving, healing thoughts coming from your heart, and that's going to allow for you to have a longer life that is of better quality, instead of you never want to wish bad or revenge on anybody, because you're going to get burned twice. Everything always happens twice. And I like to compare that to when you go up in a plane. You have to go through the cloud cover. Well, you do your things on your high horse, but you got to land. You got to come back down and go through that same cloud cover. So always wish the best for everybody, even people who are suffering in anger, who are wishing bad on others. Send them light. You don't want to condone them in your head. You don't want to, that was not the right word. You don't want to wish bad. You don't want to hold over their heads in your energies why they're bad. And, unfortunately, a lot of people in this society, they get enjoyment when bad things happen to people who have done things that are not great. So we got to get out of that mentality and step into this beautiful peace. Just allow yourself to enter a state of peace. How good would that be? How magical would it be to have true inner peace? And then all of the noise of the world doesn't get you as bad. It makes your life so much better. It's my lifestyle. So I would never say anything that I'm not already in or have tried. Try it for yourself. You don't need to listen to a syllable that I say or believe. You don't need to believe a syllable that I say. But put it to the test. Give it a try. Forgive. Let it go. Go into your heart and wish well. Be well. See yourself in perfect health. See others knowing that everyone is going through pain. Everyone has pain and pain points. You don't want to keep them raw. Oh, I'll never forget when you did this and you made me feel. Oh, no. You agreed for their pain to have an impact on your emotions. Nobody made you feel a certain way. There's a state of allowance. You have to allow somebody to make you feel a certain way. So the answer to everything is healing and forgiving. In all honesty, it works. Try it. Try it. All right, I'm going to let you go because I have a couple of clients in a few minutes and I'm trying to get some lunch in me. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. And I do say peace be with you, and I really mean it. Peace within, peace without, okay? I love you. And I am booking for appointments if you want to see me for a healing or a reading. I guess that's it. I don't want to turn it into a commercial. I love you from the bottom of my heart with all of my heart. Have a most wonderful, magical, mystical, healing day, everybody. Bye-bye.